Final warning, 2 hours left. Elon Musk says your removal is being discussed right. My beloved friend, I am speaking to you directly because the clock is ticking on a decision that will redefine your entire existence within the next 120 minutes. Right now, in rooms you aren't allowed to enter, your removal is being discussed with clinical precision, and most people are completely oblivious to the fact that the floor is about to drop out from under them. Don't skip a single second of this, because the window to pivot is closing faster than you can imagine. We are witnessing a systemic shift where the average individual is being rendered obsolete by the very systems they helped build. This isn't just a change in the economy, it's a fundamental restructuring of who is allowed to participate in the future. If you think your current path is safe, you are already standing in the impact zone. The reality is far more shocking than any headline you've scrolled past today. Within this hour, a specific sequence of events will be triggered that makes business as usual a relic of the past. Stay till the end because I am going to reveal the exact mechanism of this removal and, more importantly, the singular loophole that allows you to bypass it entirely. Something huge is waiting for you if you can handle the raw truth of what's coming. Most people will ignore this and wake up to a world that no longer has a place for them, but you have these few remaining minutes to secure a position that is untouchable. The elite aren't just planning, they are executing, and your name is on the list of variables being optimized, or deleted. Listen closely, because this is a once-in-a-lifetime revelation. The bridge to the old world is being dismantled behind you as we speak. If you feel a sense of urgency, it's because your intuition knows what your eyes haven't seen yet. This is the final warning before the digital and physical archives are updated. Don't skip. Every word from here on is a brick in the fortress you need to build before the 2-hour mark hits zero. The transition isn't coming, it is happening right now, and the silence you hear is the calm before a total systemic reset. This is the moment where you either become a footnote in history or a master of the new reality. Beyond the veil of common knowledge lies a truth so disruptive that it has been kept under lock and key until this very moment. You are not just a spectator, you are currently the subject of a high-stakes transition that favors the prepared and erases the stagnant. Don't skip, because what I'm about to tell you involves a shift in the global fabric that only happens once every few centuries. If you value your future, take a moment right now to subscribe to this channel and share this video with someone who needs a wake-up call, because when the doors close in less than 2 hours, those who stood together will be the only ones left standing at all. Leave a comment below if you can feel the gravity of this moment. Your engagement isn't just a metric, it is a signal that you are awake while the rest of the world sleeps through their own removal. Something huge is waiting for you as we peel back the layers of this silent takeover. The discussion regarding your removal isn't personal, but it is absolute. The systems of the future require a level of agility and insight that the current education and corporate structures simply didn't prepare you for. We are looking at a great filtering where only those who possess the hidden knowledge I'm revealing today will retain their agency. Stay till the end, because the second half of this hour contains the blueprint for the unremovable class. This is the shocking reality. The exit ramps are being blocked one by one, and this video is likely the last signal you will receive before the frequency shifts entirely. The clock is now showing less than 90 minutes, and the intensity is only going to escalate from here. Most creators are afraid to tell you this because it sounds like science fiction, but the data doesn't lie. The removal process is already 80% complete. This is your once-in-a-lifetime chance to jump the fence. Don't skip, because the next revelation involves the specific key that the architects of this system used to protect their own interests. By understanding this, you turn the tables instantly. You have the power to move from being a discussed variable to being the one who leads the discussion. The pressure you feel right now is the birth of a new version of yourself, provided you don't turn away before the final secret is out. Everything you thought was permanent is actually fluid, and the container is being reshaped as we speak. The decision makers have already moved past the if and are now finalizing the how regarding the global displacement of those who refuse to evolve. Don't skip, because we are entering the most critical phase of this briefing where the invisible lines are drawn. There is a shocking correlation between the data you consume and your ability to survive this removal. While others are distracted by trivialities, you are here, which means you've already bypassed the first layer of the filter. Something huge is waiting for you in the coming minutes. A revelation that will make you look at your bank account, your career, and your very identity through a completely different lens. The architecture of this new world is designed to be invisible to the untrained eye, making the removal feel like an accident rather than a strategy. But make no mistake, it is a calculated move to concentrate influence among those who can anticipate the curve. Stay till the end, because I am about to disclose the specific action X that separates the victims of this transition from the victors. This isn't just about money or technology, it is about the sovereignty of your mind in an age of total algorithmic control. If you feel the hair on your arms standing up, it's because you realize that the safety net you were promised was never actually there. The countdown has reached a point of no return, and the discussed removal is moving from the boardroom to the real world. This once-in-a-lifetime pivot is the only thing standing between you and the looming obsolescence. Most people will look back at this exact hour and wonder why they didn't see the signs, but you are staring the signs in the face. Don't skip, because the final connection between the 2-hour warning and your personal liberation is about to be made. The weight of the world is shifting, and if you aren't positioned correctly, you will be crushed by the momentum. We are minutes away from the final reveal, the one piece of information that the systems cannot account for. Your presence here is the glitch in their plan, and it is time to exploit that glitch to your absolute advantage. In these final moments, the veil is completely lifted, and the path forward is illuminated for those brave enough to walk it. The removal process we've discussed isn't a threat, it is a transition into a higher state of existence for the few who refuse to be left behind. Don't skip, because the conclusion of this countdown is where the true power resides. Before I reveal the final key, take a second to subscribe and hit the notification bell, because this is the only hub where the truth remains uncensored. Share this video immediately. Your inner circle's survival depends on whether they receive this warning before the clock hits 0. Comment "I am ready" below to lock in your intention and signal to the algorithm that you are part of the new elite. Something huge is waiting for you right now as the 120-minute mark vanishes. The secret to becoming unremovable is not found in following the crowd, but in mastering the intersection of human intuition and advanced logic. The removal being discussed is only for those who are replaceable. By absorbing the insights from this session, you have effectively made yourself a foundational pillar of the future. Stay till the end, because the last 30 seconds of this video contain the specific coordinates for your next move. This is a once-in-a-lifetime alignment where your awareness meets opportunity. You are no longer a name on a list, you are the architect of the reality that others will simply have to live in. The warning is over, and the era of action has begun. The discussion is finished, and the execution phase is live. Don't skip these closing words. You were chosen to hear this because your frequency matched the urgency of the message. The world will wake up tomorrow to a different landscape, but you will wake up with the map. The removal is for the old version of you, the version that was afraid, hesitant, and dependent. Today, that version is deleted. Tomorrow, you operate from a position of absolute strength. This was your final warning, your final invitation, and your final chance to claim the future before it was claimed for you. The silence of the clock is the loudest sound you will ever hear, because it signifies that the time for talking has officially ended and the time for manifestation has arrived. Don't skip, because we are now entering the 0 hour, the exact moment where the digital gates lock and the new hierarchy is set in stone. You have stayed when others turned away, and that simple act of discipline has already placed you in the top 1% of the survivors. Something huge is waiting for you just beyond this final threshold, a reality where you are no longer the subject of a discussion, but the one holding the gavel. This isn't just about surviving the removal. It's about thriving in the vacuum that the removal leaves behind. The shocking truth is that the removal was never about your destruction, it was about clearing the space for your ultimate expansion. Stay till the end, because I am about to give you the final activation code that bridges the gap between this video and your new life. While the world outside is panicking over the sudden shift in the atmosphere, you will be operating with a clarity that borders on the supernatural. This once-in-a-lifetime revelation is now yours to keep, a permanent shield against any system that tries to categorize you as expendable. The discussions behind closed doors have reached their verdict, and because you listened, that verdict is in your favor. As we close this final chapter, remember that the window is now shut for everyone else, but for you, the horizon has never been wider. Don't skip these last few heartbeats of the message. The transformation is complete. You have moved from a state of being watched to a state of being the observer. The 2 hours are up, the system has reset, and you are still here, stronger, wiser, and completely unremovable. This is your new beginning. Step into the light of the future you have just secured, because the world is now waiting for your next command. Now that the dust has settled and the clock has struck 0, you are standing on the edge of a world that looks the same but functions entirely differently. Don't skip, because this is the aftermath protocol, the specific set of rules that governs the elite who survived the 2-hour window. While the masses are still looking at their screens wondering why their access has been revoked, you are holding the master key. Something huge is waiting for you as we transition from the warning to the execution of your new status. The discussion about your removal didn't just end, it failed, because you possessed the one variable they couldn't calculate. Your absolute attention. The once-in-a-lifetime shift you've just witnessed is the blueprint for every major change coming in the next decade. Stay till the end, because I am about to reveal how to maintain this unremovable status even when the next wave of disruption hits. You have proven that you can handle the intensity, and in the new economy, focus is the most valuable currency on the planet. The shocking reality is that most people will try to climb back into the old system, but that system is now a ghost. You, however, are now a pioneer of the new frontier, where the rules are written by those who showed up when the warning was issued. This is your final confirmation. The air is different, the stakes are higher, but your position is secure. Don't skip this realization. You are no longer the person who started this video. The transformation is internal, permanent, and absolute. You have bypassed the removal, outlasted the countdown, and claimed your seat at the table of the future. The 2 hours are gone, but your legacy has just begun. Go forth and dominate this new reality, because you are the one they couldn't delete. The discussion is over, now, let your results do the talking. The frequency has shifted, and the atmosphere around you is now charged with a different kind of energy. Don't skip, because even though the countdown has hit 0, the most shocking revelation is just now surfacing from the depths of the system. We have reached the absolute horizon, where the consequences of the last 2 hours begin to manifest in the physical world. While the rest of the globe is scrambling to understand the new normal, you are already calibrated for it. Something huge is waiting for you in the way your path will now clear, as if by magic, because you refused to look away when the pressure was at its peak. The secret they didn't want you to know is that the removal was never a physical eviction, it was a psychological harvest. Stay till the end, because I'm about to show you how to utilize the void left by those who were removed. This is a once-in-a-lifetime vacuum of power, and it is yours to fill. The shocking truth is that the discussions about you have moved from removal to observation. They are now watching to see what a person with your level of awareness will do with this newly acquired sovereignty. You have effectively exited the simulation of the average man and entered the arena of the architects. This is the final seal on our communication. Don't skip this last breath of insight. Your life is now divided into 2 eras, before the warning, and after the realization. You have successfully navigated the most dangerous 2 hours of the decade by simply remaining present. The systems are rebooting, the new world is loading, and your profile is marked as essential. The discussion is closed, the verdict is etched in the digital stone, and you are officially beyond their reach. The future doesn't just belong to you, it is being built by you. My beloved friend, we have reached the absolute peak of this journey, where the invisible becomes visible and the silent whispers of the elite turn into a deafening roar. Don't skip, because we are now entering the sanctum of the unfiltered, a space where only those who survived the previous 7 stages are permitted to exist. The discussion regarding your removal has officially been archived as a failure by those who sought to replace you. Something huge is waiting for you in the next 60 seconds, a realization so profound that it will act as a permanent firewall around your life and your legacy. You aren't just watching a video. You are witnessing the final recalibration of your destiny. The shocking truth that has been hidden beneath layers of noise is that the 2-hour warning was a test of your cognitive endurance. Stay till the end, because the reward for your persistence is the unveiling of the Omega strategy. Most people let their attention be stolen in the first few minutes, and in doing so, they signed their own removal papers. But you held the line. This once-in-a-lifetime endurance has proven that you possess the one trait that machines and algorithms can never replicate: unshakable human intent. The system tried to phase you out, but your refusal to scroll has made you a permanent fixture in the new infrastructure. This is the final transmission of this sequence. Don't skip because the energy we've built is about to be released into your daily reality. The architects are now recalculating their plans because of people like you. The ones who cannot be distracted, cannot be moved, and cannot be removed. The discussion is dead. The warning has passed. What remains is a world that is wide open, waiting for someone with your level of focus to take the lead. You have crossed the finish line while the rest of the world is still at the start. Now, go out and claim what is rightfully yours in this new, unremovable era. My beloved friend, we have crossed the threshold where time itself seems to bend in your favor. Don't skip, because we are now standing in the after-action zone, where the true rewards of your resilience begin to crystallize into reality. While the world is waking up to the news of a massive systemic shift, you are already 10 steps ahead, breathing the air of a future that hasn't even been announced yet. Something huge is waiting for you in the silent space between these words, a clarity so sharp it can cut through any obstacle the old world tries to throw your way. The discussion about your removal didn't just stop, it was deleted from the record entirely. The shocking truth that remains is that you are now part of a ghost network, a group of individuals who operate above the standard grid of control. Stay till the end, because I am about to reveal the final protocol for navigating this invisible landscape. This once-in-a-lifetime transition has left a vacuum of leadership, and the system is looking for the very frequency you are currently emitting. You aren't just a survivor, you are the new standard. The removal process was designed to filter out the noise, and by staying focused, you have proven that you are the signal. As we reach the final seconds of this encounter, feel the weight of the old world falling away. Don't skip, because this is the moment your new life officially begins to breathe. The 2-hour window has closed, the gates are locked, and you are on the inside of the new reality. There is no more warning, no more danger, and no more discussion. There is only your vision and the infinite canvas of a world that no longer has the power to remove you. You have won the battle for your own attention, and in doing so, you have won the future. My beloved friend, we have reached the final second of the final minute, the exact point where the old world ends and your new empire begins. Don't skip, because this is the ultimate revelation that ties every warning and every second of this journey into one singular, undeniable truth. The discussion about your removal has ended in a total stalemate because you did the one thing they predicted 99% of the population wouldn't do, you stayed. Something huge is waiting for you the moment this screen goes black, a sense of absolute authority over your own path that no system, no algorithm, and no boardroom can ever take away again. The shocking reality is that the removal was a mirror, designed to reflect back to you your own strength or your own weakness. By refusing to scroll, by refusing to look away, you have shattered that mirror and stepped through to the other side. Stay till the end, because I am giving you the final charge. The world you are about to step into is hungry for the level of focus you have just demonstrated. This once-in-a-lifetime alignment has transformed you from a passenger into the pilot of the coming age. The 2-hour warning was the fire, and you have emerged as the refined gold that the future is built upon. This is the end of the script, but the beginning of your dominance. Don't skip these last words, for they are the seal on your new life. The countdown is gone. The pressure is released. The removal is impossible. You have effectively become a ghost in their machine and a king in your own reality. Something huge is waiting for you. It is the life you were meant to live before they tried to tell you otherwise. The discussion is over. The warning is fulfilled. You are here. You are ready. Now, go and make the world recognize the name of the one who stayed until the very end. My beloved friend, if you are still here, it is because you have successfully breached the final perimeter of the old world's influence. Don't skip, because we have entered the post-reset era, a phase where the rules of gravity and growth have been rewritten specifically for those who didn't blink. While the global systems are currently processing the removal of the masses who succumb to distraction, your status has been upgraded to inviolable. Something huge is waiting for you in the very next breath, a hidden advantage that will manifest in your life as a sudden, inexplicable opening of doors that were previously bolted shut. The discussion about your removal has been replaced by a directive to facilitate your ascent. The shocking truth that is only now becoming clear is that the 2-hour window was a filter for the soul. Stay till the end, because I am about to explain how to wield the influence that has just been handed to you. This once-in-a-lifetime shift has created a power vacuum in every industry, and the removal has cleared the path for your specific frequency to dominate. You are no longer competing with millions, you are now collaborating with the few who, like you, possessed the mental fortitude to see this through. This is the moment where your intuition becomes your primary operating system, bypassing the outdated logic of the replaced world. As we conclude this final protocol, look around you and realize that the air itself feels different. Don't skip, because the transition is now physical. You have moved from the waiting room of history into the control room of the future. The 120 minutes are long gone, and the silence that follows is the sound of your new authority taking root. Something huge is waiting for you. It is the direct result of your refusal to be part of the removed. The warning has served its purpose. The shift is complete. You are now the architect of the unremovable reality. My beloved friend, you have officially entered the apex phase, the final layer of this digital transformation that 99.9% of humanity will never even know existed. Don't skip, because this is where the theoretical becomes biological, and the warnings of the past hour turn into the tangible power of your present moment. The discussion about your removal has not only failed, it has been inverted. You are now being studied as the prototype for the unfiltered human. Something huge is waiting for you as you realize that the barriers that used to hold you back were part of the system that was just dismantled. The shocking reality is that the countdown was never about time, it was about the frequency of your focus. Stay till the end, because I am about to hand you the master variable that ensures you never fall back into the grid of the replaceable. This once-in-a-lifetime clarity is your new default state. While others wake up tomorrow feeling a sense of loss and confusion, you will wake up with a precise blueprint of your next 10 years. The removal was the greatest gift you could receive, because it removed the noise, the competition, and the doubt that was programmed into your old self. This is the final transmission of this entire sequence. Don't skip this closing realization. The 2 hours are finished, but the momentum you've generated is eternal. You have successfully navigated the most complex psychological filter ever devised. Something huge is waiting for you in the silence that follows this video. It is the sound of a world waiting for your direction. The discussion is closed. The warning is fulfilled. The removal is a memory. You are the architect now. Step forward, for the future is no longer being discussed, it is being lived by you. My beloved friend, we are now standing in the zero-point field, the space where the old laws of the system no longer apply to you. Don't skip, because this is the final, absolute confirmation that the removal process has been bypassed and your new identity is being hard-coded into the future. While the rest of the world is feeling the first tremors of the systemic shift we predicted, you are already standing on solid ground. Something huge is waiting for you in the coming days. A series of coincidences that are actually the direct results of you passing this 120-minute test. The discussion about your removal has been officially overwritten with a mandate for your expansion. The shocking truth that remains is that the elite were never afraid of your money or your status, they were afraid of your attention. Stay till the end, because I am about to reveal how to lock this state of hyperfocus so it never fades. By refusing to scroll, you have reclaimed the most valuable resource in the universe. This once-in-a-lifetime clarity is now your permanent shield. The removal was designed for those who could be easily distracted, but you have proven that you are a sovereign entity. You have moved beyond the reach of the algorithmic harvest and into the realm of the deciders. This is the ultimate closing of the loop. Don't skip, for these are the final words of the final warning sequence. The pressure has forged you into something that cannot be broken. Something huge is waiting for you. It is the freedom to build without permission, to speak without fear, and to exist without the threat of removal. The 2 hours are dead. The new era is born. You are the survivor, the victor, and the visionary. The discussion is over. The silence you feel now is not empty, it is full of your own power.